All right, guys, this week, this module, I should say, is a little bit different because we are talking about a specific framework that is associated with positive leadership, and that is the competing values framework. The basic principle of this idea is that all of our organizations have different values. Now, I want you to note before I show you those core values, this is not about right or wrong. This is not about good, better, or even best. This is about what is the value of my organization and how do I need to adjust it? What is my leadership value and how might I need to adjust it? So I'm going to show you this. This is the basic premise for two things. One, as I mentioned, the competing values framework, which we can use in organizations to determine an organization value. You can also use this for your individual leadership values. All right, everybody? So these four, there's a few things to note about this. One is they're called competing values because there is a natural tension between these, right? So on the one hand, we may be a clan or a collaborative leader or a collaborative organization, meaning that we want people to work together. We're trying to build teams. We care about each other. That kind of is a particular culture, and that's a particular value that we can focus on. Well, there is a natural tension between the market culture, right, which is competition. So if we have a sales organization, for example, we may want a clan or collaborate culture, but as I introduce market principles like, commission-based sales or rewards for being the top salesman, there's going to be a natural separation from clan because I'm going to think I've got to get what's in it for me. And so we see that natural tension that can occur in our leadership or in our organization. On the opposite ends of the spectrum, we might have a creative culture, right? Think about Apple or Google or some of these tech companies that are just very creative. Well, at some point, we start to have regulation and control. Think McDonald's, right? McDonald's was very innovative early on. Walmart, very innovative early on. But eventually they start to create structure and policy and procedure. And so there is a natural tension there because now I am less creative, right? Because I found the things that work for me and I'm solidifying them. So this tension between creation and control, again, in organizations and in our own leadership. This is the competing values. So you guys had a chance this week to do one of the analyses. There's a reason this analysis is, or sorry, this survey is the way it is. You'll notice it's what's called an ipsative scale, meaning you have 100 points that you have to divide between these four different boxes. This helps you to see the competing values, right? Rather than say yes or no, or strongly agree or strongly disagree, where we might be high on all four of these, this forces you to think, which of these do I actually do more of? Which of these do I care more about at this point? I also, one last concept here, this is dynamic. So I might take this for my own leadership today, and then a year from now I take it and it's totally different because my team has changed or my job has changed. The same is true with our organizations. At their core, our organizations will probably have a little bit of all of these, but at different points in our organizational lifestyle, we will be at different places on the competing values. So, again, I hope that you find this to be a helpful tool, both in your leadership development and also in your opportunities to be able to think about your organization.